let's oh, I want to clear save data. Confirm. Hey, game started up. No squeak. No bubbles. Hello, Ulysses. You got kitties now. The game won't let you spray them. I guess I could spray Ulysses, but... Alright, so this is our office. You get to decorate this throughout the game by unlocking, like, decorations. This is a cleaning room where we can, like, pull cars in here and wash them, or whatever. Upstairs, this is our trophy room. You'll get trophies to put in here that are your jobs that you've already completed, and then you can come back up to them and click on them to replay that job again if you want. Little references to the first game. My kitties. Aliens. And then here you actually select your jobs. So this is where we did all our jobs in the first game, in Muckingham. This is the world map now. Pumpton, Detergento, Power Falls, Brumerol, Washingham, Bucketon, Muaka I-2 Desert, Sparkleton, Lubra City, Sponge Valley, and Mount Rushless National Park. A lot of stuff, man. Clean the van. It's our first job. Same controls. We can get low. Change the tips. Now if you see in the bottom, well, you can't see it because I'm in the way. If you see down here where it says 1, you actually hold down the 1 button. It shows you all your sprayers that you've got. You hold down 2, it'll bring up the nozzles. And if you hold down 3, it gives you the extensions. So now you don't have to, like, enter the menu every time and do it that way. That's convenient. If you hit tab, it gives you all these. You can put little checks to tell you where they are. You can tell it, I want to hide everything that's been cleaned already. Like... Now if I see the emblem has been cleaned and the 2 headlights, but if I hit hide cleaned, whoop, they disappear off the list. So you only ever see what's left. Much better. Did it get rid of my audio settings when I did that too? No, it kept the audio settings. Okay. The ding is a bit loud, isn't it? Is there a ding audio? Ding volume. Go to 50. Oh, that's so much better. We're still dirty over here. This bumper's still dirty. What the heck? There we go. Multiplayer, I don't think the demo has multiplayer, but the real game will, yes. Absolutely. I don't know how it works. I don't think it's in the demo. But I couldn't see that they would get rid of multiplayer, right? That was like a super popular thing they added. What up, Lucid? You should check out the next job, though. I'm going to do this one and then show you the next one. There's only 2 main jobs in the demo. Making chili. Hell yeah, dude. I just finished Darksiders. What's interesting, if you look really close, Mom, you see like I'm washing right here and you see all the spray that's coming off is white. If I start spraying this area, some of the spray that comes off will be brown. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see like little clumps of dirt coming off. Might be a little more apparent on this. No, not so much. Well, trust me, it's there. But yeah, you can see little clumps of dirt flying off. Unfortunately, the demo does not have any of the new cool tools like the really tall frame seat thing. That's not in here. I'm assuming these are just the first 2 jobs in the entire game. Yeah, we also have to do the inside. Move this. Yeah, you can already tell that the list is getting shorter. I like that the list auto-completes itself. That's a nice touch. It was always kind of annoying when you'd have to hit escape and then go down the list and try to find what you need. What I am gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to get up here. I guess I could have used the ladder. Just sending me a message. You can also like look at what people were saying to you. So if you miss what the dialogue was, you can come in here and read it. You couldn't do that in the first game, which seemed like a silly oversight. What happens if you didn't read it? Tough trip. Now you don't get the story. The ladder doesn't use my parkour skills. You know, you make a very good point. I feel after just these 2 jobs, and you'll see why in a minute, that they've really, really stepped up their game with this one. Pretty obvious they had a fun time doing this. Seems like the sprayer's more thorough. I think it's a little better, yeah. But it's also like, it's early game, so the dirt isn't as caked on these jobs as it will be in later jobs. Because there was always those times where like your sprayer would be working just fine, and then all of a sudden you'd get a job and now your sprayer can't handle it anymore. And that's when you knew you had to go buy a new one. But it definitely feels like the first sprayer is better than it was. Although I have 2 sprayers. I have this one. I think this might actually be the first sprayer you get, and they're just giving you a better sprayer in the demo. Because I don't want the demo to feel lame. It does feel like the 0 degree sprayer is better than it was in the other game, because in the first one it felt like it was pinpoint accuracy, and if you were off by even a millimeter it would wash what you wanted. And this one feels like it's less actual like 0 degree, and it's more like 2 or 3. You don't have to be quite as a perfectionist. Which is nice. Probably going to be an achievement for petting all the kitties in every map. There's a third one around here somewhere. There's the gnome guy. There's also a lot of new options, like the amount of time it highlights is adjustable. You can make it highlight longer or shorter. You can tell it to change the color of your highlighting. Dirt highlight color is a green. How cool is that? Purple is not an option though, literally unplayable. I guess that's the shortest amount of time, so you can have it be longer than that, but not shorter. But I think by default, the amount of time is actually like half of what it was. Which is nice. Because sometimes you'd hit it and it would be on the screen for way too long and you'd accidentally blind yourself. See, the list is so short. Yay! Color change is nice. Yeah, some of the backgrounds were orange. Yes, exactly. Like in the desert ones, because the desert was orange. It was really hard to see what was being highlighted. Okay, now we have ceiling, wall, and light, and that's it. We'll do the ceiling and the lights. What's the orange ball? Oh, that's an indicator, like, it's telling you where the last couple of things are. So you're like, oh, it's over here, it's over here, it's over here. If I look, it's only there if I look away from my target. You can also, if you have more than, like, you could turn it off. But if you have, like, 10 things in here, you can click on 1 or 2 of them, and it'll put orange balls on those. So if you're like, I don't even know what the hell this thing is called. Like, you know, in the first game, sometimes it would be like, window trim 6, and you're just like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Now it'll actually give you a little target. You don't have to hunt around for it anymore. New job available. They really should add the camera from this angle so you can kind of see into the back. Alright, continue. Next job, public facility. This is the cool job where I was all like, holy crap, they've stepped up their game a lot. Check this shit out. How much to clean? But it's worth it. Yeah, this is a prime example where orange doesn't really do a whole lot here. So changing it to a contrasting color is better. You ready, Mom? The maps have moving parts. Yeah. This is essentially that. Like, it is still just one job. but like you have to complete a chunk of the job first before it'll move on to the next portion, because obviously I couldn't clean the roof right now. Here we woof again. So dumb. Like, the most advanced thing they did in the other game was that the Ferris wheel, you could turn it on and off while you were cleaning it. But, like, it didn't affect your ability to clean it other than, like, bringing stuff closer to you. No, I'm swiveling that. That's me. That part is still manual. Which makes sense. I probably wouldn't want it to do it automatically. Because knowing that it would do it when I don't want it to swivel, and then not do it when I do want it to swivel. And then I'd get grumpy and be like, just give me control. There is one thing I hope they give you the ability to turn off, and it's like there's little like leaves and stuff that are falling in front of your face. Got you. Oh, I got you, nerd. Kitty. I'd like to be able to turn that off, because sometimes they'll literally fall like right here in front of your face, and you're just like, ah, what is that? It may actually already be in the game, I just haven't looked for it. Let's check. Gameplay, free aim, stance input, lock mouse to screen. Video. Thing it is render scale, model quality, texture quality, soap quality, wetness effects, fog. The soap quality on high. Nope, they don't have an ability to turn that off. I'll probably send them a message and be like, hey, is there a way you can add an option under general or something to just turn off the falling leaves and stuff? Yeah, the butterflies that'll fly through here sometimes. Get out of here. The fire chief's dog has gone missing. That's not good. Heck is the seam? There isn't one. That may also just be the stream as opposed to the game. But even if so, there are adjustments for like graphics quality to turn it down. I have mine cranked up to the highest setting. Get down on the floor to wash the ceiling. It's too low. Does it still have a "you're too close" problem? Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be quite as extreme. I can be right here and clean. Right? So you can still be too close to things, but it doesn't seem to be quite as big of a deal. You hated that? Yeah, it can get kind of frustrating. I think they got it to the point where now the only time you're too close is if your gun physically, like, would go through the wall. Then it's like, nah, you can't do that. It's like, it's literally cleaning what is essentially like 1 inch in front of my gun. Right? So. Not 100% gone, but probably like 90% gone. Hey, what's up, Johannes? Yeah, I can get as close as the game will let me to get to this trash box. And it's still not telling me I'm too close. Game out now? It comes out. Oh, don't play that. Release date this year. It doesn't say exactly when this year, but my guess would be they're done, except they're working on a couple of maps. That's probably all that they need to do is finish a couple of maps. Well, can you jump up on this, please? Yeah, if it was already out, I would not be playing the demo. Yeah, there's a lot of reflections, and there's like water effects as you're cleaning, so like you can see the water running down the wall and stuff like that. You on your computer, you probably want to turn that stuff off. I have inner floor and inner floor surround. Okay, I got you. Yay! Go to home base? How do I go to home base? Hello? Go to home base. Jesus. I absolutely will let you know. Also, how do I bring up my items? No, that's not how. A new gun? Okay. Holy crap, there's like 10 guns. Tab. Place. Ah, see, and you also got carpet cleaning. So you can buy stuff to like decorate the office here, but they come dirty. They're pre-dirtied. But yeah, I'll absolutely let you know when it comes out. Yay! Get out there. That one. Whimsical sofa. This is the best way to clean a sofa. Power wash it. It won't get moldy or anything. But yeah, that's it. That's all you got right now. But yeah, I'll let you know. All right.